Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Rockmont campers and families. We want to bring Rockmont into your homes with morning and evening watch songs and stories. Do your best to provide the energy. Be well.
All right, here we go. How wide and deep and long and high. How wide and deep and long and high. How wide and deep and long and high is love of God. All right, a little louder. How wide and deep and long and high. How wide and deep and long and high. How wide and deep and long and high is love of God. Wide, deep, long, high.
Great singing. Hey!
One, two, three, four. Rules again!
If you're in the swing, money and everything. If you're in the swing, run away.
Woo!
Step out in the night there in the sundown. That's where we want to go.
Move, lasso, move, lasso, move, lasso, move out ahead! Rock, wax on, rock, wax on, rock, wax on, Rockmont rules!
All right, y'all, let me tell you a quick story, all right? I want you to picture a conch shell. I don't know, if you've ever seen one, but they're, I don't know, yeah, about so big, they're kind of tannish, and they got a big hole in them, and on the inside it's kind of pinkish, and inside lives an animal, a mollusk, and they're really good to eat. I mean, whenever my family and I have gone down to the Bahamas to, go bone fishing, that's one of my favorite foods down there. You can have conch salad, you can have cracked conch, you can have conch burgers, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's fantastic. All right, so we were down there at this island called Cat Island. It's a place where the pirates used to hang out. Really cool place. And we said one night to the folks that that were at the lodge, we'd like to eat out in town somewhere. So off we go. They drive us out, and we find this little tiny restaurant on the side of the road. Atlantic Ocean here, restaurant here, the one road going down the middle. So we go in, and there's two people working there. The mom, who is also the cook and the owner, and her son, who is, maybe 14, probably won a bit of great poplar. All right, Charlie, my son, is with me. He's probably about 5. Kathy, my wife, is there too. And we're just like looking at this place. The kid comes over and he goes, "What would you like to eat?" And we said, "What do you have?" And he said, "Conch. You can have a conch burger or you can have cracked conch. Those are the two choices along with rice and beans." And I said, "Is it fresh?" And he was like, had this huge smile over his face. He goes, "Come with me, I'll show you." And he goes stomping out the door, and the three of us go tromping right behind him. Goes out to the dock, lays down on it, goes way down in the water, pulls out a black rope, and on the black rope are 5 conch. They all have a little hole in their shells, and the rope goes through that hole, and he holds them up, and they're dripping wet. You can kind of see the conch inside all start to scurry back further up into the shell. And he's like, "How's this for fresh? This is pretty fresh, right?" I said, "That is way fresh, but I got a question. How come they don't get away? There's no anchor. You haven't tied that rope to anything. You're just holding it up. How come they didn't run away?" And he had this huge smile, and he said, "Oh, they're hobbled." I said, "Hobbled?" He said, "Yeah, look at them." He said, "They all go back in the water, and every one of them tries to get away, but they all pull in their own direction. And the result is they stay in exactly the same place." So think about that for a second. If we all pull against each other in our own direction, we all end up staying in the same place. That's a great lesson. I know you guys are having a hard time at home. It's a hard time for everybody across the whole world. You know, I mean, I know you want to be at school. I know you'd really like to be at soccer practice. You know, you'd like to be out with your friends. You know, and you just can't. But what we're doing right now by, you know, staying apart from each other, you know, if you think about the Rockmont motto, you know, mastery of body, doing the right thing really is the Rockmont way. You know, what that means is, you know, you got to keep your distance. And when you're at home with your family, I want you to really think about being kind to each other, sharing. All the things that, you know, come naturally when you've been here at Rockmont, but it's even more important now. Because what we're doing worldwide is we're really being in sync. We're not pulling against each other. I mean, for one of the first times ever, we're really pulling in the same direction, knowing that the way to beat this disease is to do the right thing and stay, you know, apart from each other. So, you know, that's our message for today is this is, there, you know, we've got this.